out of the team and has meant a bit of a reorganisation in the defence. There's Joe Miller, said to be unhappy, but now given his chance after being pulled off, having been brought on as a substitute in the semi-final of the Skull Cup when Celtic lost to Aberdeen. Partizan, wearing the black and white stripes, are able to recall Stan Nojkovic at right back. He missed the first leg, although played against Scotland at Hampden, and his fellow fullback Spasic played against Scotland in the Yugoslavian victory in Zagreb. And up front, Skepkovic, who missed the first leg, is included, and the promise from the Yugoslavs is that they are not going to sit back on their one-goal lead. The referee comes from East Germany. He's Klaus Peschel. So Celtic in the hoops against Partizan in the stripes. Not too often you see that, but they've had, in fact, the Yugoslavs to borrow a strip from Celtic. Paul Elliott made his debut against Motherwell, and I suppose might be the beneficiary of Chris Morris's stomach problem. Bogdanovic back in defence again. They're going to get men back, but they've still left two up, Partizan. So the warning is there for Celtic. If the Yugoslavs get possession, didn't quite work. Here's Turovsky. Got a good turn of pace. And he's got Mijalovic on the right side. They're appealing for offside, but it certainly wasn't. And Bonner has to do well, but what a very good break. Skepkovic was the man denied at the end. But if you are prepared to gamble and leave two players up, you do have an opportunity of breaking away. They thought that Mijalovic was offside, but he certainly was not. And Bonner did well. It's a golden opportunity for the away goal, which is in Celtic's favour at the moment, to be nullified. And that didn't matter for very long, because the man came up from the back. Vujicic has given Partizan Belgrade the lead in the away leg and a 3-1 advantage on the tie altogether. Away goals are now no longer going to be a factor. After 8 minutes, Partizan have the lead, and one has to say it's been given them by a very progressive, positive approach to the away leg. Quickly on from Galloway. Jakunovski. Oh, it was well struck. McStay. Not so well struck. Peter Grant. Good reply here by Celtic. Oh, that was superbly well struck by Mike Galloway. He had 3 bites then. The first was good, the second was mushy, and the third was as good as the first. Pandurovic, who had to come in very early to the first leg, at least Petric now to take the clearance. Turovsky, who chased after it. Brother was an international defender, Bosco. Nicely done, McStay. Miller. Oh, well played. Good way to cross, good header. And more than a little unlucky. Andy Walker gets to his feet in disappointment. That's the best of Joe Miller, totally unbalanced the fullback. Got in a good cross, it was a good header, beat the goalkeeper's reach, but too high for the crossbar. Galloway coming back, the ball was out of play. Turovsky, the skipper. Derek White playing really as the spare man at the back with Aitken at full-back and making good use of the space he's been given here, and that's a free kick. Goran Petric is shown the yellow card for the second time in this tie and will not now play in the next round should the Yugoslavs get through, but that will be of academic interest to anybody around Parkhead, because they don't wish that he should be in the next round anyway. 5 players were booked in the first leg, and now the first player to be booked in the second. McStay looking for Elliott, found him, and a good flick on, and Jakanowski gets the goal. The Pole scores against the Yugoslavs, and the Scots go mad. 26 minutes the equaliser. Lovely free kick. Good header. Twice. Look at the flight of the ball. Elliott getting up, well in front of Spasic. And Jakanowski got ahead of his man too. And it's 1-1 in the second leg. 3-2 on aggregate. Elliott pounding it down. Looks the goodbye. Walker gets the opportunity because 2 Yugoslavs really got in each other's way. Milanic and Petric. Aitken. Referee says no. I think in part because Celtic had possession and the threat seemed to be great. But it was certainly a body check. Aitken. Giving him a lot of freedom down that right side. Just too strong, really. Walker was the better place rather than Miller, who made some sort of contact. Elliott. Bogdanovic. Djordjevic. Milojevic. Spasic. They've got 5 up in total. This is Bogdanovic. Slightly miscontrolled that, but it helped him. And they've left... Oh, and Jurovski! The goal was open. They left a man completely unmarked, but the captain couldn't take advantage. But another very, very good attack by Partizan. That was the moment he lost control, but it made space for him. And there was Jurovski, spooned it over with the side of his foot. Free kick is given. Demir Vujicic acknowledges the error, which is pretty small consolation to the Pole. And they go off looking for each other again. Oh, that's well done. Now can Rogan find the right sort of cross? Grant. Spasic. Galloway, the whistle's gone. But further reason for optimism. Good cross. Grant with the shot, which he somewhat improvised. Then I think Spasic was pushed before Galloway's shot went over the top. Looking for Bogdanovic, number 11. Jurovski. He certainly had the best chance to prick the Celtic balloon, which had had to blow itself up again after the early loss of air here at Parkhead, and Partizan scored so early in the match. Petric. Jakanowski. Milanic forward, only to Elliott. And we're into the last minute of the first half. Offside. Just that stop in the run by Aitken brought the offside decision against Galloway. Brogan. Comfortable cover by the fullback. Brogan again. Forced to make the cross earlier than he wanted to, I suspect. Nobody there. Aitken's last foray forward, perhaps. In this half, at least. He wants the return, which wasn't a good one, but he made it his. And the half comes to an end, and a half with no little excitement. Credit to Partizan for an attacking approach, which suggested that after only 8 minutes they'd killed the tie stone dead by scoring an away goal. But considerable credit to Celtic for coming back and getting the equaliser through Jakanowski in the 26th minute. And this is a tie very much still on the boil. Well, the evidence of the first half. I think most people here at Parkhead would imagine that we haven't seen the last of the goals. And most will believe that when the next comes, it'll be a Celtic strike. It's been an open contest where defences have looked a little bit short at times. Bogdanovic trying to find Jurovski. Petric, a little bit lucky that that fell as it did. Vujacic. Stay. Wonder whether Partizan will deny Aitken the room in the second period that he was given in the first. Derek White forward very early. Walker. Grant. It's gone loose and it's gone in. The pole has done it again. A goalkeeping error. But that is of no concern to the crowd. Grant tried the subtle touch. It was a flick shot really, but the goalkeeper lost it. And Jakanowski makes the tie 3-3 after only 90 seconds of the second half. His second goal of the match. Cut out by White. Wasn't the best pass he's made, but he was instrumental in that attack, Derek White. And it's not a good match. Petric obviously likes to get forwards. They've got a man over here. A little bit intricate, unnecessarily so. No foul, says the referee, and he was the best placed on the ground to see. Joe Miller, who was dispossessed. Brogan, who won from the follow-up. Rather telegraphed that one. Spasic. Galloway back with him for an excellent tackle. Aitken. Nice touch from Grant. Oh, there are some marvellous atmospheres at football grounds north of the border. This one certainly takes a deal of beating. Petric. Pandurovic. Not much first team experience, only came on early in the first leg because of an injury to Omerovic. Walker. McStay. Jurovsky. Setting up the chance, which is taken. And no wonder there's a cartwheel from Djordjevic. A sudden breakaway. The noise is suddenly cut off. A place in celebration has suddenly become awake. But Djordjevic is very happy he didn't make a mess of it. His captain supplying him with a chance. A captain who missed a similar sort of opportunity, not quite as easy in the first half. Djordjevic scoring means that Celtic had to start all over again. And of course they now have the away goal advantage of 2 away goals as opposed to Celtic's 1 away goal. So if it ends up at 4-4, that's not enough. Celtic have got to score twice. Well taken. 4-4 would not take us into extra time. It would mean there would be the victory. Vujacic. Jakunovski waiting in the middle. So is Galloway. Trying to get through the crowd, but the goalkeeper very confidently coming for it. And Partizan obviously felt there was a knock into the goalkeeper, and they're protesting to Galloway. And the referee having to try to calm things down as the goalkeeper makes rather a lot of it, I feel. Well, strictly speaking, unless the referee saw a foul here, he's going to have to give a drop ball at the end of all this. And that could put Partizan in some trouble. That was just a half a touch, but nothing untoward, but he landed pretty heavily on his left side. And the yellow card is shown to Galloway. It's his second yellow card in this opening round of the Cup Winners' Cup. So if Celtic comes through, he will not play in the next round. All a little bit silly, and the goalkeeper is booked for time wasting. He was concerned that the Celtic player was too close to him. And Petric is giving him what for? A 20-year-old is giving a right rollicking to a 26-year-old. have the original free kick, and Petric, who's showing maturity beyond his years, says, let me get on with it. Feet were a bit high then, and the free kick is against McStay. Jurovski. Logan. Jakanovski. Free kick. To say that Jakanovski against Wojciech has been a physical contest is something of an understatement. Elliott is up on the near side as we look. Number 5, Jakanovski going for the one on the near post. Galloway, Elliott didn't fall too kindly. Galloway goes back inside. Tries to set up Aitken and has done so. And here's the chance! Oh, and what a rifling shot by Jakanovski! He's got a hat-trick. And this tie twists first one way and then the other. Good play by Galloway. Set up Aitken. What about this for a piece of finishing as the ball went loose? Right foot, bang. 56 minutes gone. We're back to 4-4. What a good strike, beating the goalkeeper's left hand. Well, they like him so much here that they have their special T-shirts that everybody wears, and on them is written simply Jackie. And you can see why on this performance. Aitken. Well, he's an unlikely looking winger, it has to be said. But he's one of the most determined players you could find. Gives his all and then a bit more. Let's stay with the free kick. Miller comes across. Basic again. That rather balding pate is not used to terribly good purpose. Galloway. And again it wasn't put out when it should have been, and they get the corner. Jakanovski is on the line, so is Walker, and the goalkeeper picks it almost with comfort, not quite. Milojevic through the middle, and the offside trap is beaten. Jurovski scores! And Pat Bonner turns and looks at his defence, particularly at the captain Roy Aitken, and says, where were you? And Jurovski does what he had the opportunity of doing in the first half and goes for embraces with his coach and anybody else he can find on the bench. But again, it was the break. Aitken, it seems to me, didn't get the challenge in, and Jurovski wasn't marked at all. Took his time, but how well he thumped it home. But basically, Celtic's thoughts were still very much on searching for another goal, and they left themselves without real cover. So it's now 3-3 on the night in this match. Not on aggregate. Suspicious of like handball. Taken by Grant, taken by Jakanovski. Good save. 3-3 on the night. 5-4 on aggregate to Partizan Belgrade. And Jakanovski has got a hat-trick, but at the moment he's on the losing side. Would you believe it? It's a good save, the best save that Pandurovic has made. And we're back to the position where Celtic need 2 goals. An equaliser wouldn't be enough because of the mounting number of away goals that the Yugoslavs have. substitution is going to be made. Bogdanovic has gone off, and this fellow with the long hair, Djurdjevic, has come on. That's a brave attempt by Galloway, and a little theatrical by the goalkeeper. Peter Grant, back comes Celtic again. Good cross, well held. Oh, but he does like to throw himself around. He's known the depths and now he's finding the heights, this goalkeeper. And it looks as though the new fellow, Djurdjevic, is going to be on his own up front. Brought two further back. Free kick has been given though for the other challenge. McStay carries on with it. So does Aitken. Allowed the man to come inside him. I think that's what Pat Bonner was complaining about. That's not the best of challenges either. And the pole and his marker, Vorjicic, have been together all the flipping time. He's away this time, the pole, and it's gone in from Walker! This is unbelievable stuff! This is quite one of the most incredible European ties I've ever seen. Mind-boggling. You need a calculator to keep check of the score and a pacemaker to make sure you're all right. Walker is the scorer, and we're now at 4-3 to Celtic on the night and 5-all on aggregate, and we've had 65 minutes of an unreal match. It's Djurdjevic as opposed to Djurdjevic, and here's Spasic, and he's given offside. And I tell you, that was enormously tight. Spasic doesn't know that he was given offside. Well, the linesman was up with the play, but the flag was late and the decision was very tight. I think he thought a bit about that one. Celtic so nearly caught once more. And their determination to get another one. They've got to be more aware about the ability of this Partizan side to break. Question is, how would you tell them? Oh, that was a fair trap. Got off the bench, I think it was Tommy Craig, and played it straight back into play. Petric denying McStay. Rogan, Elliott, ball by Bonner in the Partizan half. Aitken's cross, not well cleared. Jakunovski trying the chip, and they're appealing for the push. Walker gets up and appeals, Miller gets up and hopes, nothing given. "18 minutes of the match remaining. 5-5 on aggregate. Jakunovski to nobody in particular. Here's Djurdjevic. Milojevic trying to find Spasic. He gets the booze because of something earlier. Milojevic again. Djurdjevic. Bit of a dive in. But even so, they kept three players back. The flag goes up for offside against Jakunovski. Again, a very tight one. But perhaps the most significant thing about that was that Partizan kept three people back. It's a lesson there for Celtic. Grant. Good play, nice control. Vujicic again, and Jurovski is offside. Aitken. Galloway, away from Petric. Oh, he does well. The defender did very well. Lajovic. Jurovski. Constant trip when he's the front player. One of two front players usually. He was on his own that time. Galloway. Oh, they've all stood off him. McStay. Oh, didn't he do well to get himself balanced for any sort of shot? Struck it very well. Wasn't quite expecting the ball where it came to him, but he got there. Couldn't keep it down. And we're in to the last 15 minutes of a memorable contest, and Celtic still need another goal. Jakunovski. McStay. Well played. Beautiful ball. And blocked by Spasic. And here's another very good buy that Billy McNeil's made. Derek White has come forward for the corner. Aitken stays back. They've let three men back this time. And Elliott comes in on it, beaten to it by Petric. Brogan. Wasted. Came off worse, and I think it was his own fault. And they've got a problem now. They're about to make a substitution, Partizan, but they've got two players who are injured. And certainly Milanic was his own worst enemy with a pretty poor challenge, to put it mildly. But Partizan wanting to bring on Bajovic, who is a defender. And the referee is saying, you wait. No, he's not. He's making long-distance signs. And finally, Alex Djordjevic goes off, leaves Djordjevic on. And Bajovic is the second substitute to be used. There's Tommy Craig on his feet. Finally, an extra defender comes into the fray with about 10 minutes left. Petric looking to set up an attack immediately. This is Galloway. Oh, and he's got a touch in, and it's the pole again! It's the pole again! Jakunovski, 4 goals in the match. It's the stuff of dreams for Celtic. But the thing is, the dream has so often been interrupted by a nightmare. But is it all going to end right for them? Jakunovski got the touch as 3 defenders there stood watching. In the end, Partizan have been let down by the defence. Celtic have taken full advantage of it, and no one more so than Jankowski. Surely now, Celtic must batten down the hatches. It's 5-3 on the night. It's 6-5 to the Scottish team on aggregate. Offside against Jankowski. Free kick will be taken. And the position now with 8 minutes left. If the Yugoslavs could manage another and dampen the ardour again, as they have on 3 occasions, that would be good enough because of the away goals once more. Celtic, for the first time, have real advantage. Six minutes left. Aitken. There's no need for Celtic to make the pace in any way. Is down the middle, waiting and hoping. Well turned back. Partizan now have 2.5 up. Now 3 up. The ball given away. Celtic won't complain about that. Five minutes left. Just a little heart flutter from the back pass. The crowd singing "We shall not be moved" rarely has that much-used expression had a truer ring. Because 3 times Celtic seem to have been moved right out of this Cup Winners' Cup competition. And every time they've come back. Djurjevic started the challenge. Jurovski out by Elliott. McStay. That had got through. Walker was away. McStay. Miller chasing. Walker inside. It's 3 up against 1. Good save. Credit to Pandurovic. Everybody else, he's had his ups and downs. Miller could have put the crowd out of any sort of misery. And flag is up for offside. Into the last 3 minutes. Aggregate score is 6-5. Score on the night is 5-3. In both cases in favour of Celtic. A bit of virtuoso from Peter Grant. Interesting to watch the movement in the stand. People kept getting up and then sitting down again, and they've been doing it all night. One chap there who's confident as he runs up the steps. Well, I say we learn nothing from history. The history of this match surely suggests that we should still expect the unexpected. Referee added on no stoppage time at all at the end of the first half, when surely he should have done. We make it 2 minutes remaining now of the match. Offside. Well, he better be careful, he might get himself booked, the pole. He'll claim he didn't hear the whistle. Well, he's got a few points to make. I'm a Pole, the referee's a German, I don't understand English, and Scottish is even more difficult for me. So I think the excuses would be on his side. Spasic. Jurovski! And it's in! It's in! Shevkovic has scored right at the end. Little more than a minute remaining. It is unbelievable. You can feel how the crowd is stunned. It was Spasic's cross. The captain who set it up, Jurovski. And Shevkovic in the middle was not marked and got in the free header. It was a truly hit cross, but it was the man at the far post who really did it so well with the control of the side foot that set up the header. Bonner couldn't keep it out. It's 5-4 to Celtic, but more importantly, it's 6-6 on aggregate, and the away goals rule could still decide this tie. Spasic, who early in the match was lucky to remain on the field, in the end may have provided the decisive cross. The whole atmosphere has changed yet again. And there will be a quiz question in years to come. Which man scored 4 goals in a match and lost? And it'll be little consolation for Dariusz Jakunovski that he's joined a famous player called... No, his Puskás actually got, and he scored a hat-trick, I think, in the European Cup final, finished on the losing side. He scored 4, Jakunovski here. First round of the Cup Winners' Cup. And unless Celtic can find a goal from somewhere, he will finish on the losing side. Poor man. Said it earlier. We're always going to have sympathy for the side that ends up the losers here, whoever it was. And the referee brings it to an end. And the final whistle was greeted initially by total silence and then generous applause. And Ivan Golats has gone away with the victory. But it's 90 minutes that he and his side will remember for many a long day. There will be tears in both dressing rooms. And poor Celtic, so often they seem to have come back. And the match in the closing stages seemed certainly to be theirs, but it was not to be.